Good afternoon and welcome to Points West. First this lunchtime, the row over Bristol Airport's expansion plans entered a new chapter today in the High Court. A special sitting was convened in Bristol to hear an appeal by protesters against the decision. Well, our business correspondent Dave Harvey is there now. Dave, this is quite an unusual thing to happen, isn't it?
It certainly is, Amanda. Yes, as you say, it normally sits in London, but today the High Court is sitting right here in Court 7. And they've attracted, as you can see, quite a crowd of protesters. These guys call themselves the landing crew. Their aim to keep planes grounded forever. And about hundreds of people throughout the morning have been here, including a choir and all kinds of people. But all of them have one simple message. More planes, they say, means more climate change. Now, the plans submitted by Bristol Airport involve more buses, more parking. There's a lot of noise here, but I hope you can still hear these plans are very straightforwardly for more aircraft, 2 million more passengers every year. Now, interestingly, originally North Somerset turned that down, but at the beginning of this year, planning inspectors said yes, it should go ahead. Not because climate isn't significant change, climate change is significant, and not because climate change doesn't matter. But they said it's not a decision for local councils, but one for national government. And today, at this High Court, the campaigners are challenging that.
This is about the process that was used to reach the decision. We say the process was wrong. We say the policies weren't interpreted correctly. And we say the decision, because of that, is unlawful and should be quashed. This is the biggest carbon decision for a generation in this region. There's 19 other airports queuing up behind Bristol waiting to expand. If that happens, there's no way we can reach our legal climate targets.
The airport is big enough and we can't continue to expand airports in a climate emergency. So I'm on the cabinet of North Somerset to try to respond to the climate emergency. And decisions like this by inspectors and by government just laugh in the face of what we're trying to achieve by 2030.
Now, the airport isn't speaking to the media today, but of course their representatives are making their arguments loud and clear in the High Court up there. They say the planning will allow thousands more jobs to be created up at the airport. A lot of people here are waiting on the decision of the judge. We'll have 2 days of legal argument, Amanda, and then I think the judge will actually retire for a couple of weeks probably to consider a verdict which will be keenly awaited all over the country as airports consider whether to expand or not.
Absolutely. Dave Harvey, many thanks for that update. And in other news this lunchtime, police in Bristol are continuing their investigation after a pig's head was left on the gates to a block of flats that caught fire last month. Officers are treating it as a hate crime and are reviewing CCTV footage.